Have you ever wondered what dark secrets hide behind the world's most famous landmarks? You've seen them in photographs, on postcards, and in countless movies. But what if I told you there's more to these iconic places than what meets the eye? What if I told you there are dark, shocking, and even eerie secrets that you've never heard before? In today's video, we'll uncover 8 dark secrets hidden in some of the most well-known locations around the world. These are not myths or legends, but real, verified stories. Things that aren't shared with tourists or seen on the official tours. Let's dive in. 1. The Eiffel Tower, Paris. Hidden private apartment. Most people who visit the Eiffel Tower only see its stunning views and beautiful design, but very few know about a hidden, fully furnished apartment just below the tower's summit. Designed by Gustave Eiffel himself, this private space was never intended for public access. It's tucked away at the very top of the tower, offering a view of Paris like no other. Eiffel used this apartment as a personal retreat, hosting select guests such as Thomas Edison, who once gifted Eiffel one of his first phonographs. Though the apartment is now open for viewing through a glass window, it has never been accessible to the public. This secret space remained locked away for decades, a private sanctuary hidden right under the noses of millions of visitors. Imagine spending time at the top of the Eiffel Tower, with only the world's greatest minds for company. 2. The Sistine Chapel, Vatican City. Hidden secrets in Michelangelo's artwork. When visitors gaze at Michelangelo's frescoes on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, they're often mesmerized by the stunning artistry and grand scale. But hidden within this masterpiece are secrets that have been overlooked for centuries. One of the most bizarre is Michelangelo's hidden self-portrait in his Last Judgment fresco on the altar wall. Painted on the flayed skin held by Saint Bartholomew, this self-portrait has remained a mystery for over 500 years. And that's not all. In the iconic creation of Adam, many art historians have noticed that the shape surrounding God's head is remarkably similar to the cross-section of a human brain. Was this a deliberate comment on the relationship between divine intelligence and the human mind? No one can say for sure. What we do know is that Michelangelo, through his knowledge of human anatomy, left clues about the connection between art and the human form. Could these hidden messages have been his way of leaving a legacy beyond his famous artwork? 3. The Washington Monument, USA. The Stolen Stone. The Washington Monument is an iconic symbol of American history, but few know that this massive obelisk hides a secret, a tale of political scandal and a construction disaster. When the monument was being built in the 19th century, a major disruption halted its progress for 25 years. In 1854, a marble block from Rome was donated by Pope Pius IX, but it was stolen by an anti-Catholic group who threw it into the Potomac River. This interruption caused the monument to stand unfinished for decades, serving as an embarrassing symbol of political unrest and delay. Even when construction finally resumed, the stone used to complete the upper portion came from a different quarry, causing the famous seam in the monument that is visible to this day. So, every time you see the Washington Monument, you're witnessing the remnants of a scandal and the story of a building that was much more than just a symbol. It was a political battleground. 4. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, Italy. An unintentional curve. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is world-renowned for its tilt, but most visitors don't know that the lean was never part of the original design. In fact, the tower was never meant to lean at all. When construction began in 1173, the foundation wasn't strong enough to support the weight, causing the tower to tilt almost immediately. Over the centuries, engineers attempted to correct the tilt, but their efforts only resulted in a curve, making the tower not just lean, but permanently bent. This unintended design has given the tower a unique and unexpected appearance, and every correction made over the years has only made it more remarkable. Some believe the engineers' efforts have unintentionally turned the tower into a one-of-a-kind marvel of architecture. Today, visitors are told that the tower was designed to lean, though it was actually a happy accident of engineering failure. 5. Machu Picchu, Peru. The forgotten discovery. Machu Picchu is often credited as being discovered by Hiram Bingham in 1911. But what many don't know is that the site had already been visited years before by local farmers. In fact, a farmer named Augustin Lizarraga carved his name and the year 1902 into the stone of one of the ruins, long before Bingham's famous discovery. When Bingham arrived, he took full credit for the discovery, even after seeing Lizarraga's inscription. To this day, Lizarraga's name is largely forgotten in the history books. But the real dark secret of Machu Picchu lies in the artifacts that Bingham removed from the site. Around 40,000 pieces, including pottery, bones, and mummies, were sent to Yale University and kept for nearly a century before being returned to Peru in 2007. The artifacts are now a symbol of cultural theft, hidden behind the prestige of Bingham's discovery. 6. Buckingham Palace, UK. The Unwanted Palace. Buckingham Palace is the residence of the British monarch, but few know the strange story behind its construction. The palace wasn't originally meant to be a royal residence. In 1703, the land was bought by John Sheffield, Duke of Buckingham, for a private townhouse. It wasn't until 1761 that it was sold to King George III, who intended it as a private retreat for his wife, Queen Charlotte. It wasn't until the 1820s, under King George IV, that the palace was transformed into a grand royal residence. But the strange part of the story comes in 1982, when Buckingham Palace was broken into by a man named Michael Fagan. He entered the palace twice, once through a drain pipe and again through an unlocked window. Fagan wandered the palace, even entering the Queen's bedroom while she was still inside. This bizarre breach of security became a national embarrassment and led to an overhaul of royal security. Today, it remains one of the most shocking incidents in royal history. 7. The Great Wall of China, Rice Mortar. The Great Wall of China is one of the most impressive structures in the world, stretching over 13,000 miles across the country's mountains and deserts. But few people know that the secret to the wall's incredible durability lies in its construction material: rice. The ancient Chinese used sticky rice mixed with slaked lime to create mortar that was stronger and more water-resistant than modern cement. This mortar was not discovered by accident, but was a guarded professional secret passed down through generations of masons. Today, scientists have confirmed that the mortar used in the wall is stronger than most modern building materials. It has withstood earthquakes, weather, and time, and parts of the wall built with rice mortar are still standing strong after more than 600 years. Imagine walking along a piece of history held together by rice porridge, still standing strong despite centuries of wear and tear. 8. The Colosseum, Rome. The hidden hypogeum. The Colosseum in Rome is famous for its gladiatorial battles and bloody history, but what most visitors don't know is that the real action took place underground. Beneath the arena floor lies the hypogeum, a complex network of tunnels, holding cells, and elevators that were used to raise animals, gladiators, and even entire sets into the arena. This advanced system of pulleys, ropes, and winches was responsible for creating the spectacle that amazed the crowds. The hypogeum allowed animals to appear out of nowhere, and gladiators would enter the arena with no idea what awaited them. For centuries, the intricate details of this underground system remained hidden from the public. Only in the late 1990s did researchers begin to uncover its secrets, revealing a hidden world of engineering genius beneath the Colosseum's iconic surface. Today, you can visit the hypogeum and explore the rooms where gladiators waited for their fate, adding an eerie layer to the Colosseum's brutal history. There you have it, 8 dark secrets hidden in famous locations around the world. These revelations show that even the most iconic landmarks have something to hide, things not mentioned in the brochures or on the guided tours. Some secrets are kept for history, while others are kept for reasons we may never understand. What do you think about these hidden stories? Which one shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world's most famous and mysterious locations. Thanks for watching.